Welcome to the OnePride podcast, where we talk all things Detroit Lions news and rumors. And today we're going to be talking about Lions and Giants. We're going to get into the injury report, the latest Lions news, and there's a lot of good news in regards to that injury report. So that's what we're going to have fun today. It's going to be a fun stream. It's not going to be a negative stream. It's going to be a good stream. I just got off ESPN literally 1 minute ago to get on this stream right now to do this. Yes, I have Blovid. I'm at the end of it. I don't need no sympathy. We all get sick, and it's just that's the way it is. So not looking for sympathy. I just like to tell people what's happening. So when they see bad videos, in my opinion, the last couple videos sucked. They were butt cheeks. Why is that? Because I was not feeling good. So we will get back to it, and it will be much, much better for you starting today. As you can tell, my enthusiasm is starting to come back. It's finally starting to come back. I actually broke it last night. So I broke that bad boy, this fever I've had for 5 straight days, and I'm feeling much better today. And be good to go for the game on Sunday. I would stream tonight's game, but I wanted to get one more day's rest just in case you don't want to get a relapse. So I'm not going to do tonight's game. I am doing this stream, and I may only do like 30 minutes just to make sure, because I got to protect my voice. I got to protect. So my job is about my voice, and if I'm using it too much when I'm sick, it's bad. You have my sympathy, anyways. Well, thank you so much. How you feeling? I'm feeling much, much better about that. Blovid. Let's get into the injury report. Let's get into Lions here, and this is the most important stuff. Thank you so much, love always, and everybody in the chat. I'm thinking Terrion Arnold's not going to play in this game here. Still in concussion protocol. He didn't practice all week. This must have been a severe concussion. My God. Really must have been, because this, 2 weeks. So rest up, Terrion Arnold, man. We don't like no concussions that are this bad. He don't need to play on the game on Sunday. The Lions got the secondary. Rest up, buddy. Kirby Joseph as well, still dealing with that knee. No need for him to play in this game. We're going against the Giants. Rest that knee. I would suspect he comes back after Thanksgiving. I don't think Jay Curb will be with us on Thanksgiving. It will be after. They'll give him another time of rest. Michelle Wallace, she did a super chat. Ultra Combo! I'll get my face on here for Michelle Wallace super chat. $4.99. Glad to see you're feeling better. T.A. Culver, I am definitely doing better. Thank you for that super chat. And I don't play around when I'm sick. I get straight into, I'm going to get better. Literally, I went into, I'm doing everything I can to sweat and do everything right. So thank you so much, and God bless you. Yes, and we'll be good to go. And I don't know what this is here. So let's get back to the injury report here. You got Brian Branch dealing with a toe. He'll play on Sunday. Taylor Decker will play. Marcus Davenport, I'm intrigued if he plays or not. If he doesn't play this Sunday, I fully expect him to play on Thanksgiving to make his return. I expect that. Graham Glasgow will play. Another one, Joshua Pascal, he very well could be activated for this game. If not this game, he'll be back next week for the Thanksgiving Day game. Tay Ratledge will play. DJ Reed, he's playing Sunday. He's going to be playing Sunday, and that is great news for Detroit Lions. See, I know we lost last week, and that sucks butt cheeks. But the difference between this year and last year, I would rather be 6-4 getting healthy than being, 8-2, and you've lost Aiden Hutchinson, Lee McNeil, Alex Anzalone, like all the players that we did last year. I want to get to the playoffs and win a Super Bowl. That's all we need to do. Yeah, it looks like the number 1 seed's out of reach. Okay, let's win the NFC North. Right? We don't need to be the number 1 seed anyways. We just need to be healthy for the playoffs. And we're getting healthy. Khalil Dorsey is back, folks. Another corner that is back. Miles Frazier, another full practice for him. Brock Wright as well. Yes, and that is true. That's a great comment, Alfonso. And here's the thing. I don't like Marcus Davenport as a full-time guy. No, that's not his thing. But as a rotational pass rusher, I do. Because he's not on the field as much. And he is good when he is on the field. So it gives him an opportunity to not always get injured. Put him on a pass rush down. Or if they want to put him on stop in the run, whatever. He doesn't need to be on the field 24/7. And that's what will make it good. But look, this is the difference. Terrion Arnold will be back. He'll be back for the playoffs, right? You'll have Terrion Arnold, Kirby Joseph, Brian Branch, Marcus Davenport, Joshua Pascal, DJ Reed, and Malcolm Rodriguez for the playoffs. All those names will be back for the playoffs. That's huge. That's huge. So even though it's looking doom and gloom right now, understand we're getting healthy. And then it goes in the right way. You think how good? Wait till DJ Reed, Amik Robertson, Terrion Arnold, Kirby Joseph, and Brian Branch are on the field at the same time. That's deadly. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen soon. It's deadly. You think that our first draft pick will be an offensive tackle? Yes. I'm going to go with absolutely. And we'll do QA in a little bit. We're doing the Giants game here right now. We'll do QA in a minute. But, yeah, I do. 1,000%. So the Lions are getting healthy, folks. It's great news. Just rest some of these guys that's been dinged up. There's no reason to play Terrion Arnold, J. Curb, and we are getting healthy. The right effing time. Oh, hey, it's Jessica says, defenses win championships. We saw that only healthy offense looked against the Commanders. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, I know we lost. It sucks. Remember this. Remember this. I remember watching 2007. And I was in my unit. We were in Texas, getting ready to deploy to Iraq to train Texas. And it was the Giants. I remember them losing to the Patriots in 2007 in the regular season. But they put up a fight. And I looked at it. I remember talking to everybody. I said, if they make it to the Super Bowl, they're going to beat the Patriots, the undefeated Patriots. Everybody laughed. Everybody laughed. And then they did it. So it's one of those things. We just got to get to the playoffs, and that's where it is. Win-loss record is irrelevant. Just get to the playoffs. You know, win the NFC North. That's what we need to do. Win the NFC North. Everything will go from there. And if you look at the Lions' schedule and compared to the rest of the NFC North, we got the easiest schedule left. We do. We have the easiest schedule left out of them all. Oh, I don't think the Lions, Alfonso, they're not overlooking anybody. And especially after we don't lose back-to-back, so they're not overlooking anybody in this game. They won't lose back-to-back. They'll win this game. They're not going to overlook anybody. Now, when you lose as much as they have, they will not look over anybody. What do I want to see in this game? The Lions' offensive line has got to be better. Jared Goff, you've got to play better, man. Got to play better. You had opportunity last week where you weren't getting pressure, and yet you were throwing the ball as if you had pressure. Offensive line, protect Goff so this stuff doesn't happen. Seattle, Los Angeles, San Francisco are legit, man. They are legit. Legit teams. Legit teams. Seattle, Rams, those are the teams you definitely got to worry about. I think the Lions win this game. The Giants, to be honest with you, Lions win this game probably 40-something to something like 20. I don't know. 42-20, that's what you would expect, something like that. If they don't, hey, you know, it is what it is. but I do think they pulled the win off. And I do think they pulled the win off versus the Packers so we don't get swept. I don't think the Lions are into that sweeping business if you get my drift there. So I think to be good to go on that one, but they got to win, right? They got to win. I just wanted to know if joining your channel is just to help your channel. Just wanted to know if joining your channel is... Yeah, you mean joining to be a member? Yeah, it helps the channel out. It's just, it's like a monthly super chat type of thing. $1.99. That's all it is. If you decide to do it, I'm very appreciative of that. Split the whole division? Yeah, I think it's possible. I think the Lions sweep the Bears because I think that game now at the end will come down to, I think the Lions sweep the Bears. They're just better than the Bears. I think the Bears are an extremely lucky football team, and they've had an easy schedule. Now their schedule gets harder, and our schedule eases up. We got 3 straight home games. That's going to help out. Then you got to face the Vikings, the Rams, the Bears, the Packers, obviously, again, Thanksgiving. I think the Lions, out of the 7 games left, I think they lose 1. 2 back-to-back out of 10 games, and we played that 6 road games now. We got 3 home. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, we got 3 home games. That's going to help out the Lions. And then it's like a half bye after Thanksgiving. Give them a half bye, and it gives them a chance to reload a little bit and prepare for that Rams game. That's the game they got to really prepare for, too, man. That's a big game. So there's a lot of buzz potentially making a trade for Myles Garrett, which there's no way this is real. The trade deadline's over, so there is no trade. It's not going to be happening. Lions will be out for meat playing the Packers at home on Thanksgiving. They're going to, and expect this, everybody is going to be back for that game. DJ Reed will be back. Marcus Davenport will be back. Malcolm Rodriguez will be back. Joshua Pascal will be back. Like, everybody will be back for that game. So, like, the reinforcements are there. Kirby Joseph potentially could. I don't think he will. I think they'll hold him out after it. Oh, you're talking off-season trades? I don't see the Lions doing that. We need to get offensive linemen, and the important part for the Lions right now is to get a tackle in the draft. Now, if they decide to move Penei Sewell to left tackle at some point, you get a right tackle, and if you're in the end of the draft, where the Lions probably going to be drafting right, you can actually get some pretty good right tackles in the end of the first round. So that's what I would expect the Lions are going to go for. Offensive line significantly. Graham Glasgow sucks. Taylor Decker has been injured. Giovanni Manu has not lived up to it. I think he'll be done after this year. I don't think he makes next year's 53-man roster. So I think the Lions are going to go ahead and revamp that offensive line this offseason in the draft. We're not going to be doing a lot of free agency. Expect this. Free agency is going to be butt cheeks this year, folks. Why is that? We're over the cap right now. So don't expect any free agency period. It's going to be all on the draft this year. All on the draft. Come on, Lions beat the Giants? Yeah, they'll beat the Giants. Lions are a 10.5-point favorite for a reason. They'll smoke them. If it was at New York, maybe the Lions win by a touchdown, but them coming here and after a loss, the way that they lost, holy crap, I could see the Lions scoring nearly on every drive. It's one of those games where they're going to come out on fire. Yeah, the defense is not the issue. I was just on the radio speaking on the Huge Show, and it's the offensive line. That's the issue. Offensive line, offensive line, offensive line. Draft, offensive line, yes. If I'm going into this draft, I'm going tackle, edge, safety. Even they win a lot of interior this past year. Center. If they're not sold on Tate Raj being a center, you can find one too. But I believe it's time to completely finish the overhaul of the offensive line this offseason. They started the overhaul last year. Let's go ahead and finish it this year. Monty due for a big game, but he's not getting as much touches anymore because of Jahmyr Gibbs. But he is due for a big game, and he needs to have a big game. Losing Frank Ragnow was the biggest issue for this team. And I can't get upset because it happened after the draft. The Lions couldn't have addressed it. They couldn't address it in free agency. They couldn't have addressed it in the draft because they didn't know. I guess you could say the offensive line is offensive right now. Yes, it is. And it's a lack of talent. There's just so much you can do with a lack of talent. You just got to get better talent on the team. And, you're down by a lot of banged up on that offensive line and injuries. Says, super hot take, hear me out. Draft another right tackle with Sewell. Ferocious ass to center. He will be a center. He'll fill Ragnow's shoes and blow the toes right out. Yeah, that's not going to happen. He will be a tackle. He is a tackle. He is the best right tackle in football, and maybe they just want to keep him there. They could draft a left tackle, but they could move him to left tackle. Frank was awesome. But also, Graham Glasgow sucks. Remember before the season start, before Frank Ragnow retired, I didn't have Graham Glasgow making this team. He really is bad, and it's hurting the rest of the offensive line. It's hurting Coyote Seeker Mahogany before he got injured, and it's hurting Ratledge because he sucks. So the Lions will fix the offensive line that is guaranteed draft. Guaranteed. You already know this. Everybody knows this is not going to be a shocker when they draft line in the draft. Frank stuck it with us as they choose to quit. I'm not mad at Frank the Tank Ragnow. I'm not mad. His body was beat up. I got to tell you, when I retired from the Army, I was beat up. Like, it just hurt. Every day hurt, and it's not you feel like you're letting your team down, but man, it's just tired of feeling the pain. So I like anybody that retires due to injury, I'm not going to get upset about. Frank should have retired before the draft. That's the one thing that I wish he would have done before the draft. That is the one issue that irritates me, is he didn't do it before the draft or before free agency to give the Lions an opportunity to fill his shoes in. That's the one thing that irritates me. That's on him. Because I'm sure the Lions are wanting to know. I mean, they're of course. So that's the one thing. If I had to talk to Frank, I'd be like, why don't you just say it before free agency, man? Lions could have done something then. Last time, and I'll say it again, Gibbs is one of the best NFL players I've seen in a while. He is. He's a great player. He's one of the best players in the NFL. His speed, breakaway speed, everything that he does is amazing. And that's why we have chance in every game, is because of Gibbs. Imagine if we had an offensive line. I can't wait for next year. I can't wait. And you say, why? We're already in the season, because I know what they're going to do, and they're going to draft line in the draft. And this offense is going to be a million times better having someone that protects Jared Goff. They're going to beef that bad boy up, and then it's going to be, I can't wait to see the numbers then. We have our quarterback and skill guys. We have our front seven on D. Yeah, we just need to get that offensive line squared away. Screen pass takes long. Use Gibbs' outlet. That one screen worked a lot this last game, but I am tired of the screen pass. It worked at one time, but it don't work most of the time. Thanks for letting me know, Jessica, about, yep, Sam Laporta is on the IR. He will have 3 more games left of the IR. And, yeah. Hopefully he can get back after that. But Lions, they got more problems they got to deal with. The offensive line is their biggest. Goff was running for his life. Well, look, sometimes he didn't. Sometimes he was standing there, he got jittery and threw bad passes. He was sometimes running for his life, and then sometimes he wasn't. That was his worst game as a Detroit Lion. I fully expect him to bounce back. Everybody has an awful game. He had his awful game. Remember, every year he has one awful game that's just so cheeks. And you're like, what the hell? But he had it. Do you think that they still should look at dual training defenses guys for offensive line? If the player can, then yeah. But if they can't, no. I mean, that's the whole point. Is you just got to draft the right players. I mean, sometimes it can work out, but that's a rarity where they switch up the sides. I agree. I agree with you fully, Southwest. You got to get Monty going to get this running game going. I 1000% agree with you. Got to get it going, and that's the interior. That's the problem right now. The offensive line is Grant Glasgow sucks. Where does Montgomery thrive? Down the middle. Says, yeah, it was his worst games. No excuses. Yep, 100%. It was a bad game. I don't do excuses on here, and people say, oh, you're negative. I will give love if they do good, and I will rip on them if they suck ass. Why is that? Because that's what you do, right? You suck, you get criticism. You do good, you get praise. Jared Goff wins games, I'm going to give him praise. He loses games, I'm going to crap on him. This game was his worst game of his career. He's still a great quarterback. He just had a really bad game, and the offensive line sucks. He'll watch him come out and be, 23 for 25 on Sunday. 3 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns, something ridiculous. Every quarterback's a bad game. Yep, every bad game. I'm waiting for the playoffs. I'm waiting for the playoffs. This offensive line, though, needs to get squared away before the playoffs. Don't forget to hit that like button. Absolutely. Smash that like button. Smash. Goff is our quarterback. Live with it. Yeah, he's not going anywhere. Live with it. And what we got to do is we got to do what's Goff good at? Play action pass. You protect him, he will rip you apart. So what I got to do is in the draft offensive linemen, protect your quarterback, then get back to it. He's our quarterback. Live with it. He's not going away. And he's a great quarterback. Everybody has bad games. I'm not going to whine about it. I mean, there's a lot of starting quarterbacks that can't even play because they're injured a lot. Jared Goff, he plays. Goff is hired the best trainers. Yep. You want to know what, too? He blames himself, and I appreciate that. Yeah, our offensive line, that really did hurt. But he'd had a bad game. Two can be the same. Two can be the same. Two things can be the truth. Bad game plus played like butt cheeks. They all played like butt cheeks, except for Jahmyr Gibbs. He's the only one. And the defense, they played amazing. And special teams. I'm tired of talking about special teams. We were up on this offense, too. Can we take 5 minutes to just take a big dump on special teams right now? They need to figure this thing out. I don't know what the hell is going on with Dave Phipp, but what's crazy is last year we were really good. This year, like the worst. So if he doesn't get figured out, he needs to go after this year. I'm not playing around with this podhead special teams guy. Dude's high as a mug talking all the time, man. We will get to a Super Bowl. Don't listen to the naysayers. Well, hey, here's the thing. And this is what I want to convey to Lions fans. When you have people that rip on you or like, they say, oh, your team sucks, same old Lions, lion, you know all the jokes we've seen in the chat and everybody. And then they rip on you. If you, oh, you thought the Lions would win. Look at you. Haha, you suck, you suck, you suck. I didn't realize that everybody in the chat was a Detroit Lions player or coach or part of the organization because I'm not. So I have zero control of what the Lions do. You have zero control of what the Lions do. So why take offense to when people are in the chat, they rip on the team? And they rip on you. It's like, I have no... So you're ripping on me because I want my team to win. They lose, and you're like, haha, yeah, losers, losers, losers. I didn't lose the game. How are you talking about? I'm sitting here watching the game just like the rest of you guys. Yes, he will get playing time on special teams. Special teams has been cheeks, absolute cheeks. The kickoff rule sucks. By the time the ball gets to the player, it's a fair. I hate. You know what I hate about? You know what I hate about special teams? You know what I really, really, really hate about special teams? Every single time there's a flag, an illegal block in the back, every single time. What is the point? What is the point? Just get rid of it. Like the kickoff, clearly they just get rid of it or do something, but it's so dumb that every single time that there is a kickoff or a punt, there is always going to be a flag. And we all know it's going to happen. Half the distance, and it happens for every team on every special teams play. And it's league-wide, correct. This is on every single team. It's embarrassing for the NFL. Do something about it. This kickoff sucks cheeks, man. It sucks. Kickoff, we already know the flag. That's like when I see somebody return it, it's like, don't even worry about it. You know there's going to be a flag on any game, on any NFL game. Tonight, Thursday, there'll be, I don't know, 10 kicks. There'll be 9 flags. He says going from 0-16 to Super Bowl contenders, nothing that can be upset me about their Lions. Hey, we're a good team. And it's okay to get upset. It's okay to get pissed. You love your team. And you're tired. Like, this is the thing. People go, oh, you're crying. You're crying. Lions fans are crying. Give me that bull crap. Your team loses. It don't matter what fan base. You're pissed. If you're a fan of a team, then all 32 fan bases cry. Because it's the same crap. It's okay to get pissed when they lose, and it's okay to celebrate when they win. That is about being a fan. What the hell? That is sports. Are we supposed to be like this? Yes, I am happy the Lions won. Motionless. I have zero emotion. The Lions lost. That stinks. The Lions won. Yahoo. Yay. I must do this, or I am crying. It's so dumb, man. I don't know about you, but when I watch a Lions game or football, I get excited. I am into the sport. I am a fan of the sport. I played it. I enjoyed it. It's fun. If you want to be bored and bland and not have fun, hey, y'all could play. Y'all watch some tennis or something. Gibbs, I agree. We got, hey, what's up, love? So we have Demo and Gibbs get a touchdown each game since we always win them when they do. Absolutely. I need to steal the Declaration of Independence and pin it on Dan Campbell. There you go. Sure hope Motor City Dan Campbell and Hank Fraley can scheme up better protection for Goff. I agree. But Brent, I got to keep it a buck. It's going to have to happen until after this year. It's called embrace the suck. The moment that Frank Ragnow retired, that was the... You had to wait till after this year. So this year is the suck year for the offensive line. It'll get better after this year. He has more tackles than the Bears' defense. Right? Isn't it weird to see the Bears' defense be horrible? It's something that I'm not used to seeing. Usually, it's the Bears' defense is great and the offense is cheeks. Now it's been there. You're right here. St. Brown needs to get his head right. And look, there's a player on the offense that watches this, starter wide receiver that watches this. Get back to St. Brown, bro. Catch the football, my friend. Keep your eyes on the ball. That's all you got to do. I know you're going through a little spat here. It happens to us all. Get back to the fundamentals. Just look at the football. You catch, 206 a day? Guy that listens to this, just let him know, man. You all right, man. Get your head right. Yeah, keep your eye on the football. Never take it off. Fundamentals always ruin. I was watching a game with a buddy this person has never seen football before, and I was like, you see that where the eyes are off the football and the pass was dropped? So that's why that pass is dropped. They're like this, trying to make a play before it happens. And when you do this, when the ball is coming in, trying to make a play, you're not going to catch it. You got to keep your eyes on the damn ball all the way till you catch it, all the way until it is in your arm. Then make your move. That's what you have to do. It's fundamental. Herm will tell you all about it. And he's a great wide receiver for the Detroit Lions. He'll tell you all about it. I never made it to know, I never made it. I just played high school football, then went to and joined the Army instead of going to college. But it's very fundamental. It is. That's the way it is. Lisa, what's up? And he'll get it squared away. It's in his head right now. Gets in your head. He'll get it squared away. Be good to go. St. Brown is a professional. It's pissing him off. I can guarantee you. But when you're pressing, that's what happens. You're looking to make a play, right? You're pressing. You're looking to make a play. You don't need to. Don't press. Don't press anything. If there's a fumble, you don't try to pick it up and run. Just drop on it, right? Just get the catch first. Secure the catch. Worry about everything after that. Get back to fundamentals. Stop pressing. There's no need to press. Slow it down. You're good to go. You guys know you can do it. You've done it a million times before. Thanks for doing all your showing emotions as you do. Yeah, thanks, Ghost Mostly. That's what I will always do. When people say, oh, you get so emotional, well, this is my job. Football's an emotional sport. If you ever played the sport, it's very emotional. It's the greatest of highs and the worst of lows. I know. I know that. So Herman freaking Moore's your boss. He's awesome dude, man. He's awesome dude. And you expect rich people that think they're better than everybody else. He's humble. He is not. He does not think he's better. He really is like that. He does not think he's better than you, and it's an amazing thing. And when you see like wealthy people or celebrities like that, I love it because I am happy where they get their success. If you're that humble in life, you deserve all the success in the world. And he has to be the most humblest of people I have ever met. And he shouldn't be that humble. He's one of the greatest receivers to ever play the game. But the reason why he's one of the greatest receivers to ever play the game is he is humble. And that's why he does what he does. Dan's going to continue to be corny loser to get us. This is what I got to say about Dan Campbell. He has got to stop with these fourth downs and going crazy. He needs to understand the feel of the game. Last week's game was not a fourth down game. The defense was doing amazing. It was field position and take the points type of game. He is still on this that this offense has to win games. That's not the case anymore. It is not. He needs to understand this defense is now good. This defense is a top 10 defense. We don't have to score on every effing drive now. It's okay to not go for it on fourth down, especially when you're going against a team that is so dominant on the defensive line that's stopping all these short yardage plays. So take the points. Rely on the defense sometimes. It's okay to punt, okay? You play field position. It's okay. It doesn't mean you're conservative. Sometimes it's just how the game goes. If you're going against a team that's scoring on every drive, right? You're going against the Bills of a couple years ago. I will tell you, okay, go for it on fourth down. You have to, right? Because we're not stopping anything. That's not the case in this last game. Our defense was amazing. Matter of fact, in my opinion, if we didn't go for it on fourth down 5 times, we win that effing game. We win it. We literally shot ourselves in the foot in that whole game. So he has got to adjust. Get out of his mind of the last couple years. This is not the Lions of 2 years ago where our defense was ass. It's not the Lions of last year at the end of the year where our defense was ass. That's not the case. We need to look at our defense now and say, defense, you're actually the strength of this team. So let's adjust to that. Okay? Let's adjust to that. That's what I would like to see. If Dan Campbell does that, I think we'll be fine. But we're not the same team we were last year. We're just not. Enough with all this who we are stuff. You have to make decisions based on your AS, 100%. And you got to make decisions based on that specific game. That specific game. If you're going against a team like the Commanders where you're getting 4 or 5 yards a carry, okay, go for it on 4th and 1, right? You already know you've been dominating. That's not the case against teams like the Eagles where that's not happening. So play it how the game is going. Not every game you have to be aggressive. Some you can be extremely conservative. Extremely conservative. What's that game we had a couple weeks ago? I forget what it was, and we kicked a field goal. It was like a 4th and 1, and everyone's like, why don't we go for it? Why don't we go for that? Super conservative, super conservative. I'm like, because look how the game's playing out. You don't need to. You don't have to. If you know your defense can take care of the game, take the effing points. Lean on your defense. We've leaned on our offense for 5 years. Lean on the defense a little bit. You can now. Don't have to be so effing aggressive. There's times for it, and then there's times you don't need to do it. Okay? If our defenses suck, and we're getting points scored us on every drive, okay, I agree. But if your defense is completely stopping a team, stop with the 4th down. Just punt. Punt, new field position. Because eventually, you'll get great field position if your defense is stopping them in 3 and outs, and then you can score easily. That's the whole point. That's the whole point in playing those type of games. Was that the Kansas City game I was talking about? Yeah. Driving me crazy, It's just like you don't need to go crazy every time. And that I love Dan Campbell. I love him. But that is his effing mistake. He needs to freaking stop it. It's costing us games. In my opinion, he has cost us 2 games this year. Him specifically. If he doesn't go for it on 4th down 5 times, we had 6 turnovers last week, and we lost by 7 points with a blocked field goal that resulted in a touchdown. Think about that. 6 effing turnovers, dude. And we lose by a touchdown with a blocked field goal. We would have easily won that game if you just played conservative, or how the game was playing out. Easily win that game. So, like, understand that. Trust Kelvin Shepherd. Trust the secondary. We didn't have our starters in there, and I'm looking at our secondary like, I don't even care. Hell, it's like these backups are awesome. They're awesome. Rock Ya-Sin, all these guys, they're awesome. We're awesome. Rely on the defense in this going forward. If it is a game like we've seen, don't do the fourth downs. Just punt. We will eventually score. It will occur. But when you turn it over and you're stopping momentum, okay, and it ruins everything. It ruins everything when you don't get a fourth down and you turn over on downs. And I'm worried about this too, by the way. I think Kelvin Shepherd he'll be college bound after this year. Shep is awesome, man. And I'm afraid we're going to lose him this year. It sucks, man. I like Kelvin Shepherd, and I think he could go to the college ranks after this year. What do you think about Kansas City going to the playoffs? They'll make it to the playoffs. They'll probably get to the Super Bowl. Why is that? Because we got referees out there. Until they're officially eliminated, I will always believe they'll get to the Super Bowl because they have the officials with them. It'll be a 3rd down and 15, and they need to get a 1st down, and a phantom flag will happen. They get the 1st down, and then they score a touchdown the next drive. That's the way that I look at it, and you may say, "Oh, Mike, that's being oh well." I don't even care. I just really believe that they're under that. I hope he ain't leaving anytime soon, but there's college coaches or college teams that are calling on Kelvin Shepherd. They are, so they're been rumored. So I've been on for close to an hour, and I've been sick, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off and chill the rest of the day. I appreciate everybody hanging out, hitting the like button, subscribe to the channel. We'll be live for the game on Sunday. Lions and Giants. Hopefully we go to 7-4.